eyes will be on Puerto Rican superstar Bad Bunny as he takes center stage for the halftime show. Latinos, especially Puerto Ricans around the country and world, are beaming with pride right now, as this marks the first time a Spanish language dominant solo artist will headline the show. But it's not just about language. This sense of pride also comes from the heritage and resiliency Bad Bunny represents, at a time when so many Latinos feel this administration is sending the message that the American dream is not for everyone. Joining us now is Democratic Congressman Pablo José Hernández, resident commissioner of Puerto Rico. He sits on the Homeland Security and Natural Resources committees. Congressman, it's good to have you on the show. So I understand that you're on the island right now. Can you tell us what the feeling is? That might be, I think, the best place to experience the show tonight.
Second to none. So we feel very proud because this is a message to the people of Puerto Rico that we don't have to think of ourselves as less, that we can think of ourselves as the best, that we have one of our own headlining the Super Bowl halftime show before the largest audience in the whole United States. So we're very proud, we're very satisfied, and we look forward to the halftime show.
Can I get your thoughts on the politics of it and the divisive rhetoric that has emerged from people? Some very disheartening comments from people who have tried to characterize not just Bad Bunny, but Puerto Ricans as not American, even though Puerto Ricans are Americans. But there have been people who have saying that it is un-American, although many other artists have performed that are not American. But put that aside for a moment, because it seems to be lost on them. How is the divisive rhetoric and the hateful rhetoric towards Bad Bunny and towards Puerto Ricans playing out on the island?
Look, this is coming from the same people who called us a floating island of garbage during the last election. And we just confront this with more pride, with being more outspoken. And look, Bad Bunny is a leader, and he is a leading voice in our fights against ICE and injustice. Puerto Ricans are American citizens since 1917. We are Puerto Ricans and we are Americans. Those two identities coexist. And as Americans, we raise our voices against injustice, and we've been raising our voices against ICE. Here in the island, where they have disrupted our communities, our Dominican communities, where they've shoved pregnant women to the ground, where they detain people who are here with their documents and ship them to Texas without being able to contact their attorneys, only to have to release them later. We have been victims of the same injustices that we're seeing across the United States, and we have every right to raise our voices. And Bad Bunny, as an American citizen, has every right to raise his voice against that injustice. And you know what? It's ironic because he is an American citizen. He is headlining the Super Bowl halftime show, but the halftime show has been headlined by people who are not American citizens in the past without anybody raising their voice in protest.
Exactly.
Congressman, speaking of voice, I want to talk with you a little bit about the language, the actual language that will be used this evening in the Super Bowl, in the halftime show. Last March, of course, Trump declared English the official language of the United States. Bad Bunny is expected to sing most of his songs this evening in Spanish. What signal do you think it sends to the many Latino viewers out there tonight who will be watching this, who have felt targeted or persecuted simply because they also speak Spanish?
Well, the first message it sends is that in Puerto Rico se habla español. In Puerto Rico, we speak Spanish, and we are proud of that. And it is a result of our resilience and our resistance to efforts to assimilate us after the United States invaded in 1898. And to all Latinos in the United States, it's a symbol that we should feel proud of our Spanish language, that we should feel empowered to voice our culture, our feelings, our enthusiasm in Spanish. And you know what? Once he starts, nobody's going to listen to the lyrics. Everybody's just going to dance to the rhythm, because that's what's really contagious about him. Even many people in Puerto Rico have a hard time sometimes understanding part of his lyrics, even how fast he talks.
You're not worried he's going to lose viewers to Kid Rock tonight?
I don't think he would have had those viewers, but I am glad that we're going to be able to compare the amount of viewers that he's going to get with the amount of viewers that Kid Rock is going to get. We can start by comparing their Spotify accounts, too.
Very, very diplomatic answer, Congressman. Yes. Very well said.
Congressman Pablo José Hernández, thank you so much this evening.